Hello and welcome to the Prisma ORM Query Fundamentals course. My name is Xander. This tutorial is part of a whole course playlist, which you can access for free on YouTube. For deeper learning, the extended course is available for purchase at Udemy. You'll find all the resources and links in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly promotions, discounts, and Udemy course giveaways. Now, I was hoping to skip this subject until we start querying, but we won't be able to migrate our models to the database unless we have specified opposite relation fields in our Prisma schema. Now, in Prisma, opposite relation fields are the fields that establish a bidirectional relationship between two models. They allow Prisma to understand how two models are connected and enable easy querying in both directions. Now, if you think about the relationships that we have already established between our tables, typically one side of the relationship has a foreign key. So what we typically do with that particular relationship is that we specify that foreign key in the corresponding table. And then that tells Prisma that there is a relationship from the corresponding table with the foreign key to the other table in which it has a relationship with. So if we take a look at the product table here, just to give you an example, here we've defined that there is a relationship between this table and the category table. And we've created a field to store data that's related to, in this case, the category table. So Prisma knows about the relationship between product and category from the product table. But if we take a look at the category table, in actual fact, there is no reference here to the fact that this category table is connected or has a relationship with the product table. Prisma requires us to explicitly define on both sides the relationship between the two tables. So unless it's a many-to-many relation, which is managed by implicit join table. So we don't need to worry about many-to-many relationships. So without an opposite field, Prisma does not know how to connect the two models properly. So we need to, in the parent side of the relationship, unless it's a many-to-many relationship, we have to define a relational field. Okay, so you don't need to follow along here. What I've done is I've tried to migrate my existing models, or Prisma schema, sorry. And you can see that we have a number of issues. Every problem is the same. We are missing the opposite relation field on the model. So here you can see for category, the model here is product. So it looks like we're going to need to add something in product. So the field is missing on, it looks like the link table between the many-to-many relationship, the stock management, and the order product table. So there's a few errors here that we need to solve, 5 in total. I'm going to work through them one by one, and hopefully that's going to give you some insight into creating relation fields. Now, something I need to redefine here is that I said that if we have a many-to-many relationship, we don't need to worry about opposite relation fields. And that is true if we allow Prisma to create the join table. Now, in our example, we have, in actual fact, explicitly defined the join tables between our many-to-many tables that have a many-to-many relationship, So we will need to potentially define a relation field to ensure that we build the bidirectional relationship between the tables in our database. Right, so if we read the first problem, the first fix that we're going to need to create is for the category table, validating the field, the parent field. Right, so this is a little bit more tricky to understand because we have a self-referring foreign key. So we have a foreign key that's referring to another category in the category table. So what we need to do here is to tell Prisma how to get from both the parent data to the child data, and then from the child data to the parent record. So it doesn't quite make sense, as much sense potentially as when we start to create a relation field for tables. But what we are allowing Prisma to do is query from both the parent side of the relationship and the child side of the relationship. Okay, so to build this relation, what we need to do is specify a name. Let's call this children. And then we need to specify the model. So that's category. Now, what we need to do here is to ensure that we reference the same relation name as we specified here in parent, and that is category parent. Remember, this is the name of the relation. So we're simply telling Prisma, okay, we have this reverse side set up, and to understand this relationship, you need to understand this information here too. So this relation has a name. So we can reference this relation via category parent. So now all we need to do is set up our relation and then define the name. So now this becomes our opposite relation field. Right, so now when we go ahead and try to migrate, we should now have only 4 errors. Right, so the next error we have here is on the model category, and we are missing an opposite relation field for the relation field category on model product. So what we need to do here is to ensure that Prisma understands how to, when querying, how to get from products to category. It already knows that because we have a foreign key here referenced, this relation referenced in products. But it doesn't know how at the moment to create a query whereby we start from category and we can then make a join and return additional product information. So we need to define the relationship between category and products from the category side. So let's build a second relation here. Let's call this products. And that's obviously going to connect or build a relationship to the products table. And now we just need to specify our relation, and what we need to do here is determine the name of the relation in the product table. Okay, that was called category products. Okay, so I've added that in there so we can have a reverse relation. And now I go back into the category, add that in, and there we go. So we've now specified that. So when we go ahead and try and migrate again, we should now have 3 errors. Okay, so next up, we're going to need to create some sort of relationship from products to our promotion event table through this link table. So at the moment, we have created our link table, we've defined foreign keys and our relationship or relations in this table. So Prisma knows how to get from this table to products and our link table to promotion events, but it doesn't know the opposite, the reverse. So if we were to query from products and we wanted some additional information about promotion events related to products, Prisma doesn't know how to build that relationship. So we need to define the reverse relationship between products and our link table and promotion events and our link table. So let's simplify it a bit and show that there is some room for different approaches here. So in our products table, we want to build a relationship from this product table to our link table, or let Prisma know about a relationship between this table and our link table. So let's call this product. I'm talking about product. I'll get this right. Promotions. So let's call this product promotions. Now this is a reference or a relation to the product promotion event link table. Now this time I'm just going to use square brackets and I'm not going to include a relation element. That's all I'm going to specify here. So we don't actually need to specify a relation name. Prisma can automatically infer the relation from the other model. The Prisma only requires explicit relation names when there's some sort of ambiguity. Like for example, here we had in the category, we have a self-referring foreign key. So this would be a good instance of potentially using the relation name to make sure that Prisma fully understands the connection. Now, our set of tables doesn't necessarily have too many relationships between other fields, but in some cases, you will have multiple relations existing between the same model. So this would be a good time to use the relation name to ensure that Prisma fully understands what it is or what connection or relationship you're trying to establish or define. Again, if you're using a self-referencing relationship, that's a good time to use a relation name, or if Prisma cannot infer the relationship due to some sort of ambiguous field, again, when you start querying, you can go ahead and add this relation name. All right, so let's specify the promotion event. From the promotion event table, let's specify the relation. So that's going to be product promotions, and that's going to be over to the product promotion event table. Okay, so again, we're not going to specify the relation name. So let's take a look at where we are now with the errors. So we have two more to solve. So looks like we're going to need some sort of opposite relation field for product and stock management. So remember, the foreign key is over on the stock management table. So Prisma knows how to navigate from stock management to products, but it doesn't understand the relationship from products to stock management. So we're going to add a relation in products so that it understands the relationship from products to stock management, as well as stock management to the products table. Right, so inside of our product table, let's go ahead and let's call this stock. And this is going to be over to the stock management table. Now, in this instance, we're going to assign this question mark after the model name. So this question mark can mean one of two things. It can mean that the relation is optional. So we can have, for example, it can be nullable, meaning that the product may or may not have a stock data, or it can represent a one-to-one relation, which it does here. So a single product can have only one stock record. So where we utilize the brackets, the square brackets, this indicates a relation is a one-to-many relationship. A single product potentially can have multiple promotions. I suppose another way to look at this is that the square brackets here, this refers to the fact that the related field stores multiple values, an array. So remember that the product can be connected to multiple promotions. So potentially we return an array of data because it can be connected to more than one promotion, whereas stock here, that cannot be. Remember, we're only going to be connecting from product to stock is a one-to-one relationship, so we only would return essentially one related record. So now we should hopefully have only one more to go, and that is the opposite relation field on the model product for order product. Now we do also have a many-to-many connection between products and orders, so we have another link table here. Now remember, again, the foreign keys are set in order products, so Prisma knows how to go from the order products to products, but it doesn't know how to reverse from products to the order products table. So we need to define in products a relation to the order products table. So let's create a new field in product. Let's call this product order, and that's going to go over to the order product table. Now you may have been wondering why we didn't have an error related to order. That's because I had already added the relation to order to the order products table. So this is why we didn't get an error for orders. Now, likewise, between users and orders, so there needs to be a reverse from users to orders because I have a one-to-many relationship from the users table to the orders table. So I had already included that in the users table. So we now have reverse relations set for every relationship that we have now defined in our database. So in actual fact, we can now go ahead and migrate our Prisma model, or Prisma schema, sorry. And that is the case. I have now successfully migrated the schema to the database. Now, I do apologize that we didn't walk through that step by step that you could follow along. I was controlling the migrations then. But what we do now have is an opportunity in the next tutorial to take a look at the final Prisma schema, and I'll talk you through each table. Now, the key takeaway here is that Prisma needs to know how to traverse the relationship from both sides of a relationship between two tables. Whether we have a many-to-many, one-to-one, or one-to-many relationship defined, we need to make sure that in addition to defining the relation from the foreign key side, we need to, in the opposite side of the relationship, also define the relation so that Prisma can work and query from both sides of the relationship between the tables.